Hey, welcome back to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. I'm here to do my latest book review, and I just want to say before I get into my review, we are 3 weeks out from the election, and I'm riding with VP Madam Vice President Kamala Harris, and she is the best choice for this country. Vote for who you want to vote for, but um, she's the solution to saving this country. I could go on, but I'm not gonna get into that. But like I said, I'm here to do my book review. Um, Go Kamala. Anyway, these two authors is fire. This made my third book I read by both of them as writing together, and I just want to say this one by far is my favorite. It's different. It kind of reminds you of a movie in a way, but it's not. It has its own story. And I just want to say I was so fortunate, lucky to talk with both of these authors on a conference call to pick their brains. Like, where did this book come from? How did it come about? And I got all that information, and I enjoyed talking with them. I want to say we talked almost an hour, and I got up to date on their projects they're working on for near future and everything. I just want to say thanks for both of them reaching out to me and asking for my honest feedback. One of the authors reached out to me July of 2023 last year and like gave me the first few chapters to give them to go ahead if they wanted to know if they was going in the right direction. And I gave my feedback and I was like, wow, like I was like just with my mouth open, just reading those first few chapters because I wanted more. And of course, they wasn't finished with the story, so I had to accept what was given to me. Um, with no further ado, I am talking about this is an ARC, so I don't have the original picture, the cover picture, and but you once you see the name and the title, you will be able to look up, and the cover is all of that. I am talking about Ready to Ride by author Vonne and Angie Liddell. Ready to Ride. And what I was talking about when I said this makes my third read by them, um, he said, she said, that's one of their other books. Also, The Main Attraction. This is the third book they've written together, and by far my favorite. As you know, Robert's Reading Room and Reviews, I don't do spoilers or anything, but I do want to talk around some things. And if you read the book, you'll know. If you haven't, you need to read it. You need to get your copy and read it. This book right here kind of hit me because it's about survival, really. You have Ny'air, who is the main character. She and her best friend Nirvana, and it's like Ny'air is married to Ronnie, and it's like she is like a housewife, and Ronnie decides one day, without giving too much away, that he don't want to be in a marriage anymore, and it's like she has no support or anything, and it's like a family member is has a medical condition that comes up, and let's just say Ny'air and Nirvana is gonna do whatever it takes to make sure that family members survive or has a chance of surviving this medical condition to live because it's a matter of life and death situation. So they started doing some illegal things, and whew, when they started doing it, I was like, okay, this is different. And I even told Arthur, Angie, and Levon that, you could have wrote me in this book and I could have been the lookout. You know, I was just so for them doing this, even though it was illegal, wrong, but it was about survival. And sometimes you do things that it's not right to survive. Um, and I just want to say, for as my favorite character in this book was Nirvana, because she was a ride or die for Ny'air. And it's like Ny'air got on my nerves because I didn't tell you this, Andrew, when we was talking. It's just like because I kind of have some characteristic of her, the character, for as the depression and just feeling alone, and you're by yourself. I just felt that where I'm different is that if I have someone who care about me and that's there for me and that's gonna be there for me and help me through what I'm going through, I will give in eventually. But she didn't. I just want to say, Black was the man when they was in that room and he says, which one of us, got the balls, and you try to have bigger ones than mine. I was like, whoa. The scene in Detroit when they went to the hair salon, I told you about that. Both of y'all about that. That was like, whoa. In the car that was parked outside, and then they go over, they leave Detroit after they did what they did. And then they get to Ohio and at that hotel, and then that same car. But what really got me was when they was on their way back to Miami and they got to North Carolina, where Vonne is originally from. Okay, Vonne is a registered nurse doing capers. I put it that way. And it's like she goes to the house of her, I want to say it was in law and things. And then when they got, when they did what they did in North Carolina, and they had all those, I was like, oh my God. I really thought it was the end in North Carolina, but it wasn't. I was so glad. I was like sitting on pins and needles. And then when Ny'air wouldn't give up and she was going to try to send all of them back home and do one last job, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And Black told her, look, no more, no more. I just want to say, Angie and Levon, when I was reading this book, I didn't tell you when I was talking to you on the phone, but when I was reading this book at night in bed, it was times that I was like one more chapter, and here I am 3 chapters in, should have been going to sleep, but I just couldn't put this book down. It was just so good. And I just want to say those love scenes. At first, I was skeptical of Vonne and Soko's relationship, but toward the end, I was like, oh, okay. That ending, I was mad at y'all for that ending. I was really mad. I just want to say I love this book. Please get this book. Um, there was not a dull moment. It would keep you wanting to want more and more as the chapters go on. I just want to thank Angie and Levon again for reaching out to me for the feedback. Um, and I just look for more of y'all work. Again, please, if you have not picked up Ready to Ride by Angie, Liddell, and Levon, please do so. Do yourself do justice and read this book. This is a ARC copy. I don't have the cover, but the cover is popping. The book is fire. Um, it's action all the way through this book, along with fights and just craziness, and I love every bit of it. Until next time, I just want to thank those who support Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm on Instagram. It's Robert underscore reading underscore room. My Facebook group is Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. Please, please, please get this book. Ready to Ride by author Vonne and Angie Liddell. Please leave a review. I am going to get on my written review. I've been slacking. I've been going through some things. And I just want to say again, please vote. We're 3 weeks out. And please vote. And I did my assignment. I did my black job by voting by VP Kamala Harris for president. Until next time, I will see you in the next one. And happy reading again. Ready to Ride by Vonne and Angie Liddell.